I'd also love to take a minute to just ask you about playing Terrence on Gilmore Girls, if I can have just like a second.
Take longer,
Of course.
Grace. This is Grace's
It's
You
favorite
my
can take
show.
favorite
longer than a
show.
Grace watches it every night. Grace, you take more than a second.
I no, I love that show and I remember your episodes so well. I think I actually just watched one the other night, just in my normal going through it. I just watch
sure, sure.
Gilmore every night. But
Good for you.
because you were in season 4, which is one of the best seasons. Like 3 and 4 are so good, in my
Oh,
opinion.
when they go to Yale. That's right. When they go to Yale.
Yes, when she goes to Yale, because you
Yeah,
were Paris's like life coach,
that's it.
obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
How was it joining the show? Did you watch it before or no? You were just coming for those episodes.
I didn't watch some of it because I knew Melissa McCarthy, who was on the show. She's a groundling, and so I knew her for
Hmm.
years. And I remember we were in the Sunday company, which is the level before the main company together. And I remember when it like premiered, and it was like, oh, she's on like a TV show. So I watched it some episodes for her, but I hadn't. And then I met um Lauren, Lauren,
Lauren
why am I
Graham.
blanking on it?
Graham.
Yeah, Lauren Graham. Sorry. Because they would come to they would come, and Alexis, they would come to see the Groundling show sometimes
Mm.
because they were close to Melissa. So I had met them, and so I mean, barely. So I hadn't ever, I hadn't watched the show, but I remember when I got the audition for Terrence, and it was at Warner Brothers, which you guys know, Warner Brothers,
Hmm.
Hmm.
and I love that. That's my favorite studio, by the way.
It's
I
such a
love that
great
a
Oh, it's the
lot.
lot.
best.
It's
Yeah,
the
We're all
best.
biased, but it's the best.
honestly.
No, it's the best. It's the best, and I always feel like I don't know why feels like it has such good energy, and I always feel like I had good luck there. But I remember going to the Gilmore Girls audition, and I was like really nervous, and I went in the room, and it was like the producers, and I just kind of did it, and they laughed, and then I left, and then when I found out I got it, then the casting, my agent said, okay, so casting has one note. They said they were like, don't don't go too big. Like, don't go too big. It's very subtle. Like, they were worried that I was going to go too big with it. Like, I'll go small. So that was my whole time when I was on set. Like, don't go too big. Don't go too big.
Hmm.
Don't go
Uh-huh.
too big. But I hadn't like watched the show enough to know like Paris's story. And
Mm.
then when I got on it, I started to try to catch up. This is like pre-streaming where you could
Yeah, you
just
kind of just jump on
watch
Netflix.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right. But I do remember everyone was really nice. And I mean, I spent most of the time with the actress who played Paris, and she was lovely, and that show was so like you couldn't change a word of dialogue. It was so dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. And they would be there to tell you like, it's a the, not an a, like if
Mm.
you said a word wrong. So you like had to get it like word
Word for
perfect.
word.
Yeah, but it was fun. And it also is so interesting because we're mentioning streaming, but like when the pandemic happened, like my friends' kids like found out about Gilmore Girls, and all of a sudden when they saw me on it, and it was like this is like the 2000s, like all of a sudden I became cool to them. But
Mhm.
I was like, but it's weird that it's cool, it's awesome that people like rediscover stuff now,
Yeah.
like that
Mhm.
people know about Gilmore Girls, or they're like, oh, you were Terrence and on Gilmore Girls. I'm like, how did you even know that? This is so
Yeah.
long ago, and it was 2 episodes, but yeah, it's cool that
Oh,
people
they totally stand out
discover that.
though. Because I mean, Paris Geller, what a character.
Yeah.
I know iconic is a word that's overused, but she really is. And the dialogue that you mentioned, I was going to ask about because Amy Sherman Palladino is such amazing dialogue and the pace is so
Yeah.
quick. Like I remember watching it growing up, and my dad still to this day just calls it the talking show because they
Yeah.
just they just
Just
go and
kept
go and
talking.
go. But I loved when like your character was so funny and Paris so desperately needed you, like her character. Because even when I think there's a part where either Rory or maybe it's Lorelai, they leave the room and they say something, and Terrence is like, "Honey, that was a little passive aggressive. We should talk later." Like it
He
was
really was
so
not good.
perfectly fit.
He was not good at what he did. Like he was a sham.
Like you just gave Paris like crafts and like a glue gun. Like she always just was gluing
Oh
things.
my
That was like
God.
what Terrence did for her.
Yeah. And she paid him.
What a
Yeah,
A
job.
dream
What a
job.
dream job.
I know. Can you imagine having that job where someone just pays you to like to do
Yeah.
Just to like arts and crafts, yeah. And just
arts and
Sounds kind of nice.
yeah. No, it does.
Yeah, but it was a really fun show. I mean, it was like it was the yes, it's very rat-a-tat-tat-tat. Like it
Oh
was
my
very
gosh.
quick dialogue and like but it was they worked so fast and like I do remember the second episode I was able to read. There was I think it's weird what's coming back, but I remember Alexis Rory is her name, right?
Yeah.
But she has like she's giving a tour, I think, of the campus, and then we were just it was a read through, and it was basically that was a full page and a half, and she was just reading it. And I remember she turned the page, and then she saw she had another half of a page, and then she just went, "Oh, come on, guys!" Like you didn't have
She's
to
like,
memorize all of this, like, but they just did it. It was
yeah.
incredible. They were
Yeah.
so good at that.
And by season four, I'm sure it was just like a machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, had to be.
Yeah.
Had to
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Totally fun. I love that
Ah,
you love
so
the
fun.
show.
Oh my God, I love it.
Grace got me, and I was one of those that during COVID
Yeah,
watched it for the
David kind
first
of
time
discovered
because
it.
Grace talked about it. I mean, I think since the day we met, because we were giving tours of the Gilmore Girls set. Grace just
Oh
loved it
yeah.
so much. So I was like, all
Yeah.
right, I have the time. I'm going to watch it. And I think I watched all 7 seasons in like a short
Oh.
amount of time.
Yeah, I they still have that like gazebo out, don't they, at Warner Brothers?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like
Or at
the
least they did
Gilmore
when we were
Girls.
there.
They
Yeah.
did when we were there. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
They would
awful if they
like
got rid of
they
that.
would bring it in and out. I remember like if it wasn't set up, if there was a show doing something that they didn't need the gazebo. Do you remember this, Grace? There was like a spot and it was called gazebo parking that they would
It would just,
basically just like pick it up and move it.
yeah. Like on a, I guess like a crane, they
I
would just
guess
move it
so,
over.
yeah.
Movie
Yeah, the
magic.
magic
Uh-huh.
of Hollywood. The
Literally.
magic of Hollywood. Yeah,
Sometimes on tour, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm ruining it for these people or if they're enjoying this.
I know. I think they mostly enjoy it.
I
Can you
Yeah.
think
imagine somebody
so.
going on the tour and they're like, "Oh, I wish I didn't do that."
Right?
When I was a kid, because I grew up out here, I mean, I loved going on those Universal Studios tours. I
Yes.
loved those.
Oh, they're so
Oh my
fun.
God. They were so much fun. I haven't been on one of those in a long time. I remember when they got Jaws, when they got the shark, they added that to it. I'm like,
Ugh.
oh, I loved it.
I can't even like imagine the tour without that. It's so weird
I
to
I
think
know.
about.
know.
It's such a big part.
I know. Do they still, I wonder if do they still have that flash flood thing? Do
Yeah.
you remember when
Last time I was there, they had it.
Yeah.
it was always broken? Like you'd go there and the flash flood
Oh,
wasn't working. Like, oh, oh. I
Mm,
wanted the flash flood to happen.
yeah.
moving on.
Moving on. Sorry, it's not working today.
You're like, okay, I was here last week and it still wasn't working.
Yeah.
I'll also never forget when they stopped taking you down Wisteria Lane because I used to love that part where you would get to see it, and now they just drive you right past it and
Right
you
by
like
it.
just get to peek in a little
Look
bit.
down.